You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
So this is The Truth About Men, hosted by me, Kieren. What are we here for? We are here to demystify the inner machinations of the male brain so that you can have a pain-free dating existence. I'm here with Abigail.
Hello.
Hello. And we have a question. So today's question, which comes from, goes like this. I'm in a relationship and I have a desire to create a healthy, loving relationship. My partner is quite avoidant and is someone who is unaware, unfamiliar with subjects related to inner work and personal growth. How do I introduce these important topics to my partner, expecting a result in him, but actually he's being defensive instead of receptive?
It's a difficult one.
Okay, well,
because
go on.
If I'm honest with you, one thing, I'm not saying there's no right or wrong, right? Everyone has a way of doing things and will go on a path or say things and do things in a way that feels right and resonates with them. But having an expectation for your partner is already, I feel, where things may be going wrong.
She's into personal development, right? So she's into working on herself, and she meditates and she reads books and she's doing yoga and she's trying to become the best version of herself that she can be. But her partner isn't into that at all. As a result of her partner not being into that stuff, it's like he acts in ways that she's like, if you would start to look at yourself, you could actually not do that stuff. Like he might be very paranoid or defensive and things like that. And the paranoia and the defensiveness, it comes from issues that he has in the back of his brain. Like, for instance, she might talk to a male friend and he goes, like so. And she knows that the reason you've gone is because you're scared I'm going to leave you. It's about your own fear of abandonment. It's not about me. And she wants him to be aware of that stuff. That's the reason why she wants him to get into personal development. But I don't know how much work you've done on yourself. But speaking to someone who has, it's a very tough thing to do. Because to look at yourself really openly and honestly and be like, this is who I actually am, that's scary because you don't get to lie to yourself. And
I also think to be able to do that, you need to do that without anyone else telling you to, because otherwise it's like saying you believe someone because that's what they want to hear, but until you truly believe it yourself, nothing's going to change, nothing's going to happen. Exactly,
that's the thing.
You know,
it has to be something that you want to do, because
naturally, organically,
it's so tough that even if you do want to do it, you probably will give up also, and it's a long journey.
So it's kind of like, is it just ask this question?
Yeah.
I'm thinking if you're waiting around for this, it's probably going to take longer, because then there's that pressure for him to be a certain way and do a certain thing on this time limit, when actually
it's just not going to happen because he has to want to.
True, but he has to want to for himself as well, really. Because I mean, even myself before in the past, I've been like, yeah, I want to do that for me, but really I was only doing it for that person, you know. And actually the beauty of it comes from doing things for yourself only, because then after that you want to do things for everyone else anyway.
Okay, so it seems like we're in agreement. I basically feel like she's wasting her time. That's what I really think, because actually, you know, I actually know this person now.
Okay,
I actually know,
so you're being biased now.
No, but I wouldn't say being biased. Let's say I have insider information. Let's say that, right?
No, but that is biased though, little bit.
Well, okay, it's fine. So I'm
I know
biased.
this geese and I don't like
it. I is biased, but essentially it's like this. So this person who we are referring to, she's in this relationship and the guy isn't treating her right at all. Not really.
This completely changes the dynamic though.
Go on.
If there's a relationship that someone is not treating somebody right, you know, there's already a foundation that's broken, right? So all the actions that are going off the back of things are going to be either deflective or retaliating or some sort of bitterness.
From her or from him?
You're saying that the relationship's wrong. I mean, it goes both ways, but you're saying that he's not treating her right.
Doesn't seem like he is, no.
Then he's got a defense mechanism up.
He does. And this is what she's talking about, because she works on herself, and I guess she sees inside him the potential for him to look in the mirror and realise everything that he's been doing wrong, and then decide to overcome it.
It's lost, babe.
Yeah.
It's not the reality.
Yeah.
If everyone got what they wanted and can see, then people wouldn't break up, people wouldn't get divorced. It's not the reality.
So what I believe you should do is move on, essentially, because expecting somebody to make a massive change that is going to require a crap load of effort on their part, which most people will actually give up doing anyway because it's actually so hard. It's kind of a fool's errand, and deep down you actually know that as well. You really do. So leave, move on. There's that song, I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. You know that song?
You can give me a demonstration.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair.
I'm gonna pretend
and
that I know
send him
it.
on his way. It's like from the 1950s.
No, that's showing the age gap, isn't it?
Thank you. There you go. So I just gave a song from my day, right back in the 1950s. Yeah. No, Dolly Parton or something like that. And this is it for episode of The Truth About Men, hosted by me, Kieren, the 95-year-old gentleman, and Abigail, the teenager.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like, subscribe, slam the notification bell. Have you been in a situation that's been similar to that? Do you think me or Abigail are geniuses? Do you think we're absolutely batshit crazy and we need to have our heads examined? Let us know, and goodbye. So guess what? I want to interrupt this video to let you know that I'm also an author. I'm not just a dating coach, but I'm also an author too. And I've written a book that I spent a ton of time working on. It is called Preeta's Web of Chaos, and it is a young girl's journey of transformation. Now, what happens is that she encounters some situations that are really hard for her to deal with. They scare her, they terrify her, they push her outside of her comfort zone, and as a result of dealing with these hardships, she learns to find a strength, a resilience, a courageousness, and a power inside her that she did not know actually existed. Like I said, I tried really hard with this book, and the reason why I write it is because I wrote it, is because I love to write stories. It's the main thing that I want to do, and I just want to share my passion with the world. So if you could find it in your heart to give it a try, there's a link in the description. I'll just love you for life.